Welcome to this poster session at the 2021 SSP conference. My talk is about enabling fulfillment of OA publication level arrangements through the OA Switchboard, a central information exchange hub. And my name is Yvonne Kempfens. I'm the executive director of the foundation that runs the OA Switchboard. The OA Switchboard is an initiative by three primary stakeholder groups, and it's also for those three stakeholder groups. It's for funders who want to implement OA policies on the publication level and demonstrate impact of their research funding. It's for research institutions who want publication level delivery on their OA strategies and monitor and manage their OA funds and budgets. And it's for academic publishers who want to reduce administrative complexity around publication level fulfillment of policies and/or agreements and provide easy reporting. The objects of the OA Switchboard are both practical, streamlining communication, providing a message hub, and mission-driven. The OA Switchboard aims for OA to be supported as the predominant model of publication and the ecosystem to work better for everyone, to learn, adjust, and progress. Sustainability of the OA Switchboard is ensured through 6 principles supported in the legal structure of the foundation. Neutrality and independence are preserved, and that means that there is separation of control and economic interest. There are no shareholders, and the OA Switchboard can never be taken over. The governance, it's collectively controlled by the 3 primary stakeholder groups. Funders, institutions, and publishers are equally represented in the board of the foundation. And the initiative is run under a self-sustaining, not-for-profit business model. By nature and law, a foundation like the OA Switchboard is not even allowed to make a profit. However, we run the switchboard under a service model where we charge for the value provided, and the parties who choose to participate pay a fee, and we aim to recover the cost by all 3 stakeholder groups. The OA Switchboard supports all business models, so not just APC-driven or transformative agreements, but also diamond models and subscribe to open. Also all types of scholarly output like books next to journals. Industry-wide representation and collaboration is ensured while we're developing open source solutions and services. All our meetings are open and people participate in the deep dives, and we collectively decide what's on the development roadmap. And as an intermediary, we observe the funder, institution, and publisher, researcher, author proposition and interaction, and that means that we will not have a user interface for individual end users, like authors and researchers. Now, what problem are we aiming to address? Well, when dealing with open access on a publication level, there's often a situation where there are multiple authors, affiliated institutions, research funders, business models, and regulations, requirements, mandates, and that can be administratively burdensome and very complex. And this visual illustrates this. And the illustration should actually even be 3-dimensional because funders aren't even in here. And the arrows represent relationships between parties. Imagine the traffic over these lines when it comes to communicating about individual publication level arrangements. So how does the OA Switchboard reduce complexity? How does it work? Well, as I already mentioned, it's a practical solution. It's simply a message hub that enables stakeholder 1 to send a predefined message to stakeholder 2. It's nothing like an email system. It's more like a set of metadata, structured metadata around the publication in a predefined format that can be exchanged between party 1 and party 2. And the switchboard takes care of technically validating the messages and also routing them to the appropriate recipient in the way they want to receive it. So the OA Switchboard, as an independent intermediary, connects parties and systems and streamlines the communication and the neutral exchange of OA-related publication level information and ensures a financial settlement can be done. We don't get involved at all in the financial settlement. It's all about metadata, also when it comes to how the publication charges are settled. The OA Switchboard supports many use cases and can be called on when needed or integrated in stakeholder systems and workflows or their third-party, their trusted partners systems that they work with. Now that we have the message hub and the infrastructure in place, you can imagine we can define more messages with all the stakeholders where it makes sense to predefined messages where there isn't the need to ask a question or exchange information between the three stakeholder groups. At the moment, we have the eligibility inquiry live and the publication payment settlement notification live. And we have a development roadmap, and there are some additional messages already shaping on the horizon. But in essence, for all the messages and the whole OA Switchboard as a message hub, it's about standard messaging protocol, automated validation and routing, and shared infrastructure, connecting and complementing what is already out there, existing systems and solutions leveraged with persistent identifiers. We're live and you're invited to join us. And with our launch customers and founding partners, we're currently collaborating and focusing on two shared use cases. Number one is reporting made easy. And this is about the publication notification message from publishers to institutions, consortia, and funders. And it's based on this so-called P1 message. And it's also for Diamond initiatives and Subscribe to Open. The second use case we're collectively working on is locating central OA funds and getting publication charges paid in an efficient and cost-effective manner. And this is based on the eligibility inquiry messages. And as I mentioned, those two are live and operational. And I invite you to join the poster session and hopefully have a fruitful conversation. And otherwise, feel free to reach out. I'm always happy to speak one-on-one. Thank you.